The Caligula murders. It took only 3 days, some fighting against circuit flesh crawlers and abominations that had once been their friends, family, or neighbors, and a couple of minor squabbles. Ray stood in front of the door, the rest gazing at it from behind him. The door looked strange, almost like something out of an abstract piece of art, but it was a door nonetheless. It stood, the color of the very soil it stood upon. What came next? Did Raymond knock? Did they all wait? Thankfully, the thinking wouldn't go on for long, as suddenly a familiar figure stepped through the door, that figure in the blue trench coat. "Come, no time to waste," he said, standing aside. One by one, everyone cautiously shuffled inside. They'd entered the Entrum, that location between dimensions which acted as a many-faceted crossroads to get to said dimensions. Doors of all shapes, sizes, and angles were everywhere, paths leading to them crisscrossing this way and that. In the blackness of the spaces proper, indescribable eyes, teeth, and figures writhed about, wailing almost musically. It was chilling, indeed. Ray encouraged everyone to just focus ahead and push forward, and so they did. The figure in the trench coat led them to one of those other doors. This one in particular looked like a door to an old medieval dungeon. Ominous, but misunderstood. He opened the door. It opened to a serenely quiet meadow with occasional cabins littering the landscape. The cabins, even from afar, looked almost lavish. Similar to the Entrum, multiple paths led to each cabin. Even further off in the distance was a house, at least 3 times bigger than the cabins. Everyone had so many questions to ask, even Raymond and Brody, who up until this point had just been glumly trekking along, up until they found the door in the woods. But now, he was firmly at Ray's side yet again, as if brought back to full life. "This way," the trench-coated man said, heading along the middle path to one of the cabins. Ray decided now would probably be the time to ask some questions. He trotted up beside the man. "So, do you got a name?" Ray asked. "Yes, you may call me Belvedere," he answered, giving a slight tip of his hat. "Pleasure, Belvedere," Ray answered, thinking for a moment. "Where exactly are we anyway?" "Remote location somewhere in Indiana. That's all I can say," Belvedere responded. "But I'm here to help all of you. Your particular dimension is essentially doomed," he said. "How so?" Now Brody was strolling beside Belvedere's other side. "I'll fill all of you in when we reach our destination, all in due time," Belvedere answered. Ray and Brody slowly nodded to themselves, looking back at the others who were looking at them curiously, almost expectantly. But all they could do for now was walk, and hope that they would truly get their answers.